Well, I'm back at the off-grid cabin and there's a lot to do, so I'm gonna jump right into it. I did just replenish the propane for the fridge and the stove, but the fridge, I'm not going to fire it up for the season yet, so just gotta use a cooler for this particular stretch of time. It feels so good to get into the cleaning spirit, tidying things up, taking care of what needs to get done. There's that innate feeling when the spring season approaches that you want to get things cleaned up. I think back to some of those first few days I spent at this cabin and I was so scared. There was so much I was unfamiliar with, and now I feel like it's such a core part of me to always be trying something new and getting involved with those uncomfortable situations. And hearing some of you say that that has been inspirational for you to do the same and how empowered you've become in tackling all these new things, it really makes my heart warm. 2024 came around and I wanted to challenge myself to learn Spanish, so I'm actually about to hop on a live class right now. I have my hotspot set up with my phone, super easy. I started taking Spanish classes in middle school, carried on through high school, a little bit of college. I went to Mexico last year and I had a lot of trouble. I was nowhere near fluent, not even with small talk. That was kind of a wake-up point for me that I really should dive back into this. And to learn language, I'm using a platform online called Lingoda, which is also the sponsor of today's video. Right off the bat with Lingoda, you get to start practicing speaking in the first lesson, and that carries through with every lesson. The teachers are incredible, they're native level professional speakers, and honestly something I've thoroughly enjoyed is you also learn the typical expressions from a variety of different Spanish-speaking countries. You'll be more prepared for different encounters. The intimate group class setting's really nice. You get to engage with people from all around the world. Everyone's there to learn. It's really motivating. And on top of this, Lingoda has an amazing opportunity called the Language Sprint Challenge. During a 60-day period, you take a class every day or every other day, and if you successfully complete them all, you'll get 50% cash back, or you can get that amount in class credits to keep learning the language. Seriously, it's a great way to learn a language language, I'm going to be doing a sprint challenge myself. Additionally, it's really simple to filter and book a class, and then beyond the classes you have self-study materials so you can continue practicing. It's a really good challenge, especially with that cashback incentive. There's fast progress so you can get confident in speaking, and it definitely builds up a habit. I really could go on, but if you're serious about learning a new language, definitely use Lingoda. Don't miss the next sprint. If you want to be a part of it, click the link in my description box, and also use code AllieMarie2024. You'll get $25 off that initial cost. So thanks again to Lingoda for sponsoring this video, and now I gotta hop onto my class. Well, that's real life for you. Everything is still a little too frozen to do any tapping, which is funny because maple tapping has been well underway. We had a mild winter, the weather's really warm, and now we're at a point where we've consistently had the temperatures during the day and night that are well above freezing, which starts to indicate that the birch trees would potentially be ready to be tapped. I've had really good luck in the past here. The weather's really different every year, so it was later in the season, but I love tapping the birch trees right along the river because, I've said it before, I feel as though they just take up that already really rich river water and they infuse it. There's so many good things in birch water. There's manganese, magnesium, potassium, calcium, sodium, trace amounts of copper, zinc, iron, and beyond that also vitamin C. And no, the tree won't be injured long term. It's a mature, healthy tree. If you did want to test it before going in with the drill, you could cut a little branch and see if there's any of that flow coming out. But really, like I said, a lot of these trees are pretty old and the branches are very, very high up in the air, so it's tough to tell or access them even. And the birch trees are where we get chaga from too, which is great for the brain, right up there with reishi and lion's mane, helping prevent neurodegeneration, supporting cognitive function, boosting memory, also supports the immune system. I've got some work to do up in that garden up there, so get to that. Cleaning up this garden always feels so overwhelming at first, but get an hour or so into it and so satisfying to see it cleaned up. This is going to be the third growing season at this off-grid garden. I'm not sure how disastrous this is, but I noticed that the solar-powered drip irrigation system I installed is broken. The pipes are cracked and completely snapped in parts. I have a couple ideas in mind of how to fix it, but I may just redo the whole thing. Couple quick things with pruning peach trees. You want to have basically an open center so air and light can get in. The peaches are going to grow on the branches with the redwood that are a year old. You don't want the branches to be too long, maybe about a foot, foot and a half, because the weight of the peaches can be a lot. We want those branches to be sturdy, and I'll just remove the ones that are growing straight up. It's the little things. You take care of your plants, and in return they'll take care of you, and you just continue that cycle of reciprocity. It's really beautiful. Alright, I'm going to fire up the generator so I can charge the power banks. During the day is a good time to do it because you don't really need the light inside. The plan is to eventually rig up some solar panels too, but there's not great solar opportunity here, so the gas generator has been great so far. Man, this really doesn't want to start today. Oh, hello. Hello. Wow.
It smells so good. It's like balsam.
I have my candle going. How was your ride in?
Wasn't too bad. Just the mud was crazy.
Yeah.
Slide you all over the road.
Probably way less icy than yesterday.
This place so
Hi.
cozy. Man, I can't believe this is a real place.
Tonight I'm making a pasta primavera because with the warmer weather I'm more in the mood for summery and spring dishes, and I'm going to use red lentil pasta and then a bunch of vegetables lightly sauteed, and then the sauce will be olive oil and lemon, some salt and pepper, so it's really easy, quick to make, and so good.
This looks so good.
It was really hard to not eat the vegetables while I was cooking it. Any meal where you can put together just like a ton of vegetables, so good. Soups, curries, kebabs.
This is so cool. With the rain sound.
I know.
This is too good to be true.
And now we will eat them all. Thank you. Here we go. That is delicious.
Holy smokes.
I opened mine up and there's like 10 blueberries in mine.